Welcome, brothers and sisters. Welcome. Prime time. YouTube cult leaders and followers, pay attention. Part 5. Gonna wait for some more people coming. I'm gonna say it again, but I'm gonna put this out right now. If you have young babies or young boys or young ones, this is not the stream they could listen to. Because I'm going in tonight. I will repeat. I will repeat. If you have little kids, teenagers, ain't gonna be no curse or nothing. This is not the stream that they can listen to. And also, anybody that gonna be offensive, gonna take offense what I'm saying, you could gladly leave. And you can always come back. I will be mentioning in a few, so don't worry about that. Because Uncle Underrated, I'm going in tonight. And also, I'm gonna put this out there too. Any haters trying to come after me, you will get that bad black smoke. All right, so we're gonna wait for some more people to get in. Family. We in the crisis. Latanya and Gregory, Howard, welcome. Again, if you have little kids, babies, teenagers, this is not the stream to listen to tonight. This is not. And I'm going in tonight. Now, I can't, boss lady, I hope that you stay. Because most like I said, I'm a handpick. Yes, I'm going to handpick my panel tonight. So, boss head lady, I'm glad your family doing all right. If you're around, let you know right now, Queen, be expected. Sheep said sleep. Be expected. I'm calling you after I get this out the way. I'm waiting for some more people to get in because I'm not going to keep repeating it. I'm not going to do that. Cash G, what's going on? Craig J in the piece. Welcome. Yes. And also, my doom shotters. Matter of fact, I'm going to do something nice for you, boss. Lady, Lockhead boss lady. I'm going to do something nice. Or, no, let me see. I'm going to do something nice. I'm going to do something nice for you. Because you always been supporting me from the beginning. You're part of the Doom Shotters. You're mine. Get them out. Yes, sir. Make your mind. Because you always been supporting me. And support the queen anytime. Thank you. I appreciate you made me as a mind you think too. Appreciate that. Wait for some more people to get in. Because I'm not going back. I'm not repeating myself. Again, the ones who just came in, if you have little kids, if you have teenagers, especially some grown-ups. If it's gonna be take offense at what I'm saying, and I'm kicking the truth, this is not the lot. This is not the stream to be in tonight. You can always come back to the next one. Afro-Central Autonomy, thanks for coming. Poetic Cows, thanks for coming. Again, if you have any young ones, if you had teenagers, this is not the stream they listen tonight. Because I'm going in tonight. And like I said, I'm going to handpick Swollen Minds. What's going on, family? Thanks for coming. Because I'm going in tonight. So I don't want anybody to say, you did not warn me. I did not. No, there ain't going to be none of that tonight. I'm handpicking the panel tonight. I'm handpicking it. Wait some more people to get in. That's what I put at 9 o'clock prime time. Matter of fact, let me get these announcements out the way. Ain't gonna be all the announcements I usually do, but I'm getting it out the way. And I definitely want sisters, I definitely want queens to be on this panel too, besides brothers. You want to know about me? Yours truly, Jerry Thomas. My Facebook page, Facebook group, all in caps. JT MVP, thinking for ourselves. Also, I have a Twitter account, also in caps, at JT Blackman 44. Also, yeah, let's get them lights up. Thank you. Let's get them lights up. Come on, let's go. Because I'm kicking the truth. Always kick our truths. Come on. And check out my description. I got some new hashtags. My Instagram account. Bang. Same thing. Underrated Darkness. Right? Support that. Also, hit the bell when I come for a powerful live stream and video. Hit the bell. Share this, please. Black Native, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Also, share this and also share my past live streams and videos that I did in the past. Do that. All right. Regina David, thanks for coming. Appreciate you coming. It's gonna be epic tonight, but it's gonna be the truth. Again, the ones that just came in. If you have teenagers, if you had little kids, this is not the stream that they listen to. And even some grown-ups, if it's going to be listening or be offensive, you more happily, you can leave. You can always come back next time when I do another video live stream. Because you know what? Because like I said, I'm going in tonight. I'm going in tonight. And it has to be said. And like I said, and I know your haters hear me. If you want that smoke, I give you that black smoke. I got that bad black smoke. Just like I got that good black smoke. So I was your haters. Y'all better be real careful who you're dealing with. You better be real careful. Hear me, press 1, or if not, press 2. Before I continue. Anybody hear me, press 1. All right. Let me get three. Let me get three more. All right, 1, 2. All right. Cool. All right. All right. Thank you. Appreciate that. Now you see the title, right, family? YouTube cult leaders and followers. Pay attention, fam. Enough is enough. Part 5. Let's get them lights up. What we gonna talk about tonight is these so-called Christians in social media and in YouTube. YouTube part of social media, but we're gonna talk about throughout social media, especially YouTube tonight. I'm gonna drop some jewels. And again, I want to thank y'all so much for coming. Very much appreciated. But it's time to go in. Lately, I know not just me, but people in the chat and even outside, come in, please. There's a lot of hypocrisy is going on. There's a lot of people, there's quite a few, I'm talking about in the Christian community and in a conscious community. They be quoting scriptures. Also, they be quoting scriptures. They be having these quotes back in our earlier ancestors that are great teachers. And they find out they're not manifesting what they really talk about. They put their own interpretation on it. And these are cult leaders. And then don't even say that, oh, they don't know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. Because see, like I told you before, part 1, 2, 3, and 4. When I finish that, maybe y'all might not listen, but the ones who know, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all go back, listen to part 1, 2, 3, and 4. You know what I'm getting at. You know, you will get it. But I want you to follow me tonight. Follow me tonight. They look around and see who's weak-minded and vulnerable. Ty Brown, my sister, thanks for coming. Welcome. Miss you. Thanks for coming, sis. Let me take another swig of my iced tea. I mean, my strawberry lemonade. Wet my beak a little bit because I'm going in tonight. But I'll get back what I'm saying. They look at the ones that are vulnerable. And they quote scriptures real well. They can quote scriptures from Genesis to Revelation. Then you got the community. They can put the Bible or Malcolm X on the message of a black man. And then also, you know what they can go from first chapter, baby, up to like 15, 16 chapters. But see, this is the thing that these cult leaders do. They take a few swipes of each chapter to make it of their own. And they become God. They become their own following. And then they find these minions. Or followers, whatever you call it. Legendary Top Cat, thanks for coming. And they take the weakest, I'm not going to say the weakest one because I'm going to tell you. They take the vulnerable one. And when they take the vulnerable ones, right, they incorporate their own. Let me repeat that. They incorporate their own anticipation, interpretation. It's like when you water the ground. When you plant that seed in the ground, it grows. But instead of, we ain't talking about no beautiful blossom flower. We're gonna talk about the rotten seeds that I mentioned one of the parts that I forgot. These rotten seeds. But see, these rotten seeds got a brain. But see what happened, this when the serpent comes into the picture. You know what I mean? So the serpent becomes part of that cult leader. See, they work hand in hand. They put on that persona. The man put on a nice suit, nice tie, clean cut, smell good and everything. You got the ones you wear the best church, maybe the best suit, fit real nice and everything. See the car, pow. But instead of think of the church, or think of the people, or think of the congregation, they think of themselves. And they take every sniping feeling and thinking from you that whatever you have left, and they use it to their benefit. And it goes for men and women too. See, in YouTube, they got congregations. And the sad thing about it, black women, please don't take no offense to that. The ones that ain't gonna do, you know what I'm talking about. But they get these vulnerable old ones, or they get them young ones that do not know what life is all about. Like brothers like me that willing to stand up for the truth. And even they get some brothers, some older brothers do not have a life. You're right, Afrocentric. Church is a business. That's right. I'm going to get to that. Excellent point. So when they get these women, right? And these women could marry some good men. But sometimes these men do not go to church because it doesn't reflect them. You understand what I'm saying? And then so you get these churches, and you get these YouTube pastors got to say, oh, what you with is uneven yoked. But the way I look at it, if their marriage is working out right, YouTube pastors, and I'm talking about the man or the woman, once you go encourage that man to come to the church, and I know you have feelings and stuff, so I want you to be part of it, but they don't. And they use these women and men for their own benefit. They squeeze them for all what they have in the house. And you think that these pastors and these other leaders that just going to help, they don't help. But see, there is a process how they do it. They do. I'm talking about. I'm get to the women in a few minutes. You know, you got this slick. You got this slick, devilish serpent pastor. He probably go in there, hit you with the back chat. Hey, hey, baby, my husband get it all. You don't understand, and I understand, but what you come to church and we can talk. Okay, but instead, you need to work it out with your husband. He drinks and everything and stuff like that. Now in the Bible, it talks about do things in moderation. But see, they don't want to talk about that. But get to the story back. They go on there, but he already had it planned now. He went to the church. You know what I'm saying? You see some lights was dimmed out, like it's going to be a doggone orgy. He prayed for her and everything. She's crying and everything, and his hand is wandering and stuff. Oh, we were supposed to do that. Oh, yeah, no. It's part of the spirit. And then come what happened. He ended up, put the fat one in you, and then all of a sudden, she ended up getting pregnant and all that. And then at the same time, she got told the husband that is home, that is doing the right thing, that he see what the church, what it is, marriage over. Then he act like he don't want to be by the other one. Then she stuck with the kid. That's what, sisters, you got to understand what's going on. Sisters, you got to understand what's going on. So instead he's a pastor, he's a serpent. The serpent comes in every shape and form, family. The grinder ain't trying to be no Christian. I'm just giving you the truth. And after all that, God forbid if they have a family, that's ripped up. But all of a sudden, you got the congregation. Oh, something wrong with her. Oh, he caused it. Because what happened, the devil got the pastor mindset. Also, he got the congregation mindset. And there's a lot of sins be happening. Thank you. Appreciate that, Nene baby. Appreciate that. And congratulations to you. And then they are some right this minute. They don't even know right now they're getting had right this minute, family. They don't even have a goddamn clue. It gets so corrupted that the ones that you cool with, the ones that you real with, the ones that have your back at all times outside of social media, they have you turn against them. Because of their benefit. They don't even support you. But I guarantee they scratch their back. Ain't no such thing. Some church, I ain't gonna say some church, all churches like that, no. But some of these churches right now, these are cults. They have the cult mindset, the mannerisms, etc. Family. Now we're going to get to the sister. Get to the brother. Same thing. Same scenario. Got in an argument with her and everything. Tired. She said, baby, I'm sorry. Then there's a woman pastor. Hey. Old timer. I'm talking about old timer. Look good and everything. Husband passed away and everything. Hey, that's again, I'm going to say this again before I continue. If you have young children, if you have teenagers, this is not the stream they be on listening tonight. Any adult cannot take this. Always the next time. Well, I have to go in tonight. Got to put it out there. Now, get back to the woman. Oh, yeah, she look good and everything. And lately she dressed conservative, but lately, she put nice tight stuff. You see the panty print. She bent over like this. Then she gonna say, yeah. She said, I said, you talk to her and everything. Well, don't love me no more. I go out and everything. I come back home. I'll be with the guys like 3-4 hours, just 1 month, and she don't take care of me. She said, yeah. And you know how some women that they persuasive. Some men women could be very, very persuasive. You understand that? But she said, well, instead of like come to church, come to my house. Nah, I don't want to come. No, I just want to like, cause this is in, around here, it's too iffy. I want you to be comfortable. So then he come in and everything. Thought she gonna be dressed conservatively. She come in a nightgown. What a little one, you nightgown jacket on it. Like, yo, all right, what's going on? And I just want to be comfortable and have a nice little split. Now, here's a man. He ain't got none in a long time. He doing the right thing, right? And so she cooked him his dinner, like they married. So after all this, I'm talking about now the serpent comes in the picture. He want to bear that fruit. He ain't had nothing in a while. They never touched the dinner. They didn't even touch that dessert. But she want to take him upstairs because she wants to give him that sexual dessert. But sometimes that sexual dessert, sometimes it could be the evil dessert. In that split moment, he knows what he did wrong. And I forgot talking about the man. They blackmailed. After he finished, I gotta go. This is wrong. So, well, you don't give me what I want. I tell your wife like that. Now, all this time, he's in trouble now. No problem. Pour it, Kels. Also, all this really happened, right? So now, she, just as the man do it, she started talking about falsified stuff has really happened. Now, wife find out, left them and everything, took the kids and everything. Why he didn't come to me? Then, sad thing about it, the man passed to get out of scot-free, and then the women passed to get out of scot-free. But they supposed to be shepherding the flock. You know what I'm saying? They the ones supposed to be shepherding the flock. They the ones supposed to encourage the congregation to strive to do better. They supposed to be the ones that make sure to believe that God's prophecy is real, that everybody can get to the kingdom, get to the paradise. If you know why the two same scenarios, what I'm talking about, both of them scenarios is really talking about Adam and Eve. I'm dropping jewels tonight. Just like in the Bible, Lot and his wife. God had told Lot, when I destroyed this city, do not look back. The wife looked back and she got caught for pillar of salt. And Lot had to keep on going. And that's what these pastors is doing, social media, YouTube. They make sure, these cult leaders make sure that they put this congregation of a pillar of salt in their brain cells so they will not motivate. They will not think for themselves. They will not let God incorporate their mindset to understand from right or wrong. So they become Lot wife zombies. Gab Talk Me, and thanks for coming. I hope you stay around because I want to get you on the panel too. If not, hit you up a little later. No problem. So when they got them as zombies, now you can manipulate them wherever you want. You could tell them, okay, you don't have to listen to that brother, or you don't have to listen to that sister. Oh, that person don't talk the way I talk. Well, I'm gonna go to the I'm gonna go and bust his or her chat. I thought that no matter what religion that we in, I thought we all supposed to strive to serve God, right? Okay, I got you. I got you, Gab. So I got you. So these Lot wife zombies motivating around and cause havoc. But see, they don't cause havoc like you see. They do it secretly. They do it sneaky. But see, they fail to realize that y'all be thinking that you're part of God's movement. No, you're part of human movement. Come on, let's get them lights up. Come on. KQKC Boxing, Captain Levi, 6KD. Welcome. So after all this really happened, then you got slandering. You got falsified things that's really happened consistently. But again, when these cult leaders got these congregations Lot white pillar mindset frozen, all they know is by that cult leader language. Because that's what a cult leader do. The real Americans, thank you so much for coming. That's what they want to do. They want to keep them close because they know if they see the light, Brian, they could rebuke that. So they got to keep them close. They got to people pour that money in. That's why people like me, they don't want me around. Because I'm going to rebuke that. And like I said before, you want that bad black smoke, come and get it. And it goes for men and women. See, cult leader does not discriminate. Now, I know people say, oh, well, Jeff George, what's going on? Thanks for coming. So, they make their travels around. They causing friction. And then when they see these friction happen, I'm talking again about the falsify and the slandering, then you got the other so-called Christians, they don't want to call it out. Oh, I like this person, but this person slandered another person's name. I thought you all about God's word. I thought you all about being part of God's prophecy, right? Yeah, you're right. People need to follow something, but we got to be real careful who we follow. And it also go for these so-called conscious leaders too. Not leaving them out either. So after all this going on and everything, the cycle continues, family. And the congregation getting bigger. And the Loft-White syndrome, that pillar minds and their heart and their souls stand still. It stands right there. They become statues. The only way they move when they here for that cult lead, because their cult lead had their mind. That's all about was all about that serpent working. And they, like I said, like I said before, they want to have their own interpretations. They know they misquote the Bible. They know they misquote our leaders in our community in the past. Because they all about for themselves. Money, 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 money. Money. Money, 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 money. Money. OJ's. 73. Get a swig of my strawberry lemonade. So they figure, let me throw them a penny or two. Let me throw them $1 or two to make them happy. No, Latasha, it ain't all about no names. Nah. I'm gonna do it my way. I'm gonna do it my way. Because see, that's what sometimes that's our problem too. We want to know about names. We gotta understand to learn to use our common sense. Like I always say, of all due respect. When your mind is clear, your lens is clear, when your thick glistening is here, everything working, you will figure it out. So figure it out. But I know what you're talking about. Nah. That's right. Learn the behavior. Because I'm not making nothing easy. We are bright-minded, light-minded people. Y'all will figure it out who it is. I'm doing it my way. And this is the only way I know. Not the only way I know, pardon me. But that's how it is. No, you figure it out. My sister, my queen, Latasha Moore, you will figure it out. I'm not going to do that. Oh, no. Megan Dog, what's good? Maggie, thanks for coming. My colleague brother. What's going on, family? Long time no see. It's not confused. Because see, let me read it for you. Well, if you're doing the put content out, is that confusing the dog? I want to know. It's not confused. It's not confused. That's what, like I was saying before, it's not confusing. You will figure it out. Just as I have to figure out certain things. But let me get back what I'm saying. So when you have these people defending this no good congregation, they want to come after you because they feel you don't know what you talk about. You're not following what God is saying. But you'll fail to realize one thing, that no good pastor right there is not following the Bible. And then you got also these conscious leaders. They not following what they really talk about. They refuse to stand up for what's right. Okay, no problem, Queen, Lockhead, boss lady. They don't want to. They don't want to be there. They just don't want to. Like Latasha Moore, I understand. She said, yeah, let's get names. No, it's not on my names. For what? For what? And I respect what you're saying. I get it. No. Because it's easy. Because see, you gotta understand this. People want to, I don't want to know names, I want to know names. Why you want to know names for what? You see, if you see what I see, you figure it out. You stand up for what's right. You know stand for what's right is what's wrong. Sometimes us as a people, we want so many things easy. We don't want to use our common sense. We don't want to do nothing. And again, Nene, baby, thanks for coming. Congratulations. We don't. Because I have to learn myself. Oh, I want to hear something easy. No, I don't want nothing easy. I want to figure out myself. I want to know what that person tell me. And they say, you see what I see what I see. And that's when I act on it. I don't go to church. I don't do nothing. I'm good, Sergeant Brown. I'm good, Queen. I'm good. Thank you. I'm good. I just have to get it out because I don't like nobody trying to dictate how to say things. I can't do that. You have a good night, Latasha, and I will pray for you. Thank you, CashG. Just read between the lines. That's all I'm saying. But see, let me before I continue, Cash G, you know why they don't want to read between the lines? Because they want things easy. And though sometimes there are some of them that want to go back and tell, oh, this person say such, and get everything what's wrong, what's what you saying, and they get it all wrong. No, I'm not gonna put myself out there. No, I'm not. And that's the problem in humanity right now. You see how sometimes we could develop this cult mindset and we don't even know it. I was that one time. I thought I was doing a good deed. I was part of that following until I figure it out. So get back what I'm saying. And every day, these YouTube, I put like this, social media cult leaders and conscious leaders, they do this every day, every hour, every minute. And they're making good money. And it's ones who's suffering is us. The one that is like-minded, that is trying to do what's right. that's wanted to change for the better. But the sad thing about it, we still got these rotten seeds. And there are some in the congregation, also they even outside in the conscious community. They know what's going on and they turn their head and they don't want to do nothing about it. They don't want to do nothing about it, but because they never have the point, they never have the heart of being conscious. I'm talking about the mind and heart, the soul, all that come together to be conscious, to love your fellow man or woman. And a lot of them have issues that they have not dealt with in the past. So picture this, people. Family, you dealing with people that they refuse to, they didn't never deal with their issues. And so what do you think what the cult leaders do? They played on it. Because they know if they help them constructively, the right way to do, as they perceive that they said that they love God, they would get better. And then the people will rebuke them, like I said minutes ago. So they got to keep them in the talk. They want to keep them in the dark, because you know why they keep them in the dark? Because they don't want that light shine of what they doing. It's like a window. It's like, check this out, y'all. Work with me on this. Gab Talk Media, welcome back. Check this out. It's like you see a window, right? And it's look cloudy, right? So you get some wind that shine in the tower. The only way you're going to see it clear outside, you got to get that fogged out, right? But see, the sad thing about it, these cult leaders, they got that wind that shine, but they put it in the corner and they use it for their benefit. So that's all the people know. They go through this dark. They see the blinking light right then and there, but I'm talking about the all right light. These cult leaders don't want to. And again, if you have young kids and teenagers, this is not the stream they listen to. This is grown people talk. Next time they come back, this is not the one. But these are the same people got the nerve to tell somebody else that their religion is better than theirs. Instead of understand that we in the same fight, but fight for righteousness. And the brother, you know who I am. You know what I'm talking about. Brother, thank you so much. You keep on fighting. And I appreciate your existence. You know who you are. I talked to you early today, but you know who you are. We don't want to respect anybody's religion. Because the other brother or sister say, they think it's right. No, it's not right. See, we have to understand that when we worship God, it's not a conspiracy. It's not when we want to. It's not we pick and choose when we want to serve God. If you about that word, you're supposed to serve God all the time. Do you lose faith at times? Do you be imperfect? Do imperfection comes in the picture? Yes. I was raised as Jehovah's Witness. So I do have a spiritual backing of God. And I believe God created all things. So I serve, so I know him as Jehovah. There are some known as Allah. There are other ones known as whatever it is. But it doesn't make a difference. Because my thing is this, and I'm talking about us as a people. When are we going to come together? When are we gonna come together and rebuke this falseness, what some of our people is doing? And I'm talking about the so-called Christians and the so-called conscious leaders. When are we gonna call them out? And it goes to brothers and sisters, like my brother. Gab Talk Media, that is my brother. He's a Muslim. He served our community. He bring truth. That is my brother. I roll with my brother. That's how he rolls with me. You get between that, anybody falsifying that, I'm coming after you. No matter if you're man or woman. Malik Omar, he believes it goes wherever it is. That's my brother. Autonomy, Apple Central Autonomy, she go to church. That is my sister. All reliable, you too. You see how that goes? When are we as a people have to understand that we in an all-low crisis as a people? When are we going to realize that we got to lean on each other sometimes first in spirituality and to understand the importance to have our family together, to have better relationships between the black man and black woman, to stay married eternally, to raise our kids right, so the kids would know that you got to follow the leadership between the black man and the black woman under the covenant law of God. When, family? Tell me when. When are we going to understand to stand up against racism, stand up against sexism? And I'm talking about the black man and the black woman. Because they are sexist and black man too. That has happened. When are we going to stand up against this? When are we going to stand up against division? When are we going to stand up against this falsified, this falsified is what's going on, and the slander that is really happening? When are we going to stand up? When? It took me a while to do part 5. I don't want to do part 5. At first, I didn't want to do it. I have quite a few things that I start up that I want to do. I really do, family. I really do. I was going to wait to do part 5 through the weekend. But I see a lot of things. I see quite a few things. Vicious cycle, excellent point. You read my mind, Jeff George. I don't know what happened is YouTube, man. YouTube be taking miles away. Because I know I make you as a mod already. Here you go. Use a mod, Jeff George. I know I make you mod before. YouTube be playing themselves. But here we go. And then I come up with this one 1.5 years ago. Matter of fact, over 2 years ago, man. I'm sorry. 2 years ago. These so-called conscious leaders and these so-called spiritual leaders on YouTube and throughout social media, I call them YouTube parasite scholars. Let me say it again. YouTube parasite scholars. Welcome, Nikki. Thanks for coming. Nikki, if you have any little ones and teenagers that run, this is not the stream they will listen to because we talking grown up talk, and I do not want to offend anybody. I got to put that out. And then some of these people, when they quote the Bible or they quote a book, they want to, like I said, I got to go more into this. They want to take a little snipe out of it to make it seem that they wrote it. I appreciate Malik. I appreciate that. And you see, so anybody say something, I want you to see what Malik put. I like the disclaimer, Jesus. Yep. I want y'all to see it. So anybody said, oh, you didn't do it, go to the chat. Appreciate that, Malik. Appreciate that. And they congregation growing. They growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. Now you feel the congregation growing, it should break off. No, they don't want to break that off because if they break that off, they can start their own. So these YouTube cult leaders, man, I mean social media, I'm gonna say that, they keep them close. And then after that, when they finally finish with you, they throw you away. And it's like the assembly line, like I said in my past parts that I did of the series. Next. And please, the so-called people in the so-called Christians, don't say only the Christians could stand for righteousness. Stop it. Oh, you got to know the Bible stand righteousness. Stop it. Stop putting your own interpretations and let God's word work through you. And when God's word works through you, when you learn, you share with others. Do not share your own interpretation. Stop saying what you saying you think is right, but you ain't all about that work. But the sad thing about it, I'm gonna set up a panel in a few minutes. Not gonna be that long. But the sad thing about it, family, and I'm not talking about the ones in the chat. I'm not even gonna talk about the ones that are outside. But the other ones, they know what's going on, and they don't want to stop it because it don't have nothing to do with them. But I thought you were a Christian, and I thought you were a conscious leader. I thought you were going to stand up for doing what's right. I was watching the election some last night, and I see how they praise these people. Just like they be praising these men, they be praising these women too. And I don't want women to be thinking that I'm picking on. I want you to understand what I'm saying. If I'm getting off the subject, just work with me because I want you to understand what I'm saying. Now we got these women in Congress right now, more than ever, first ever, historically very good. What about our agenda as a people? What about our agenda as a people? That's my concern. If it would have been men, I would have said the same thing too. What about our agenda now? And believe me, in the government, they are cult leaders too. When are we going to get help to call out these people that is not willing to stand up against evil? Other factors of hurting each other, other factors hurting people, other factors slandering somebody's name for nothing, talking falsified stuff that they don't have no doggone clue about it. Instead of you do your own homework. When? When are we going to get the help? Family, I'm just stating facts. That's what I'm doing. I'm just stating facts. But I know that if we don't get a grip of what's going on, we still going to be in despair of the deepest part of ugliness that is going to take us a while, a long time to get out of it, family. Right? People get on drugs. And then when people get on drugs, and then when they get on drugs and they need social help, they have the money to help them out. But you know what they do? They keep it among themselves and give it to the ones that already have. Again, they had lost wife mentality, that pillar mindset. It's gotta be up to us, family. And I know sometimes it feels uncomfortable to call out the unrighteousness. Believe me, and it sounded, but it is. But if we all about trying to practice to be righteousness, and I'm not talking about on the ones that I'm talking about everyday like-minded people like we do. We got to start from somewhere, family. Because if we don't call it out, just like I talk about these rotten seeds, it's going to keep on growing, and it's going to be like wildfire. And you know what? When it bees wildfire, you know what's going? It's going to be hard to contain. It's going to be hard to contain. So what we have to do along the way, we got to get these rotten seeds out. We have to learn to grow the spiritual seed, and with it plus the conscious seed. and it does not discriminate. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to handpick my panel, and I'm going to mention the names. Um, she stay asleep. Watch out for your link. Come through. Poetic Justice. Come through. Okay. Now, I want sisters on it too. I want queens in it too. Cause they gotta hear their perspective. Um, Black Native. I want you to come through too. Black Native, want you to come through too. Um, I'm gonna send the link out. Gab Talk Media. You want to come through? Oops, sorry. Here goes the link. If you dare, Black Talk. Gab Talk. Want you to come through too. Here it is. Um, okay. Sonny Boston Talk. Want you to come through too, brother. Nene baby, thanks for supporting me. Very much appreciated. Good evening, my brother. She stay asleep. How you doing?
What's going on, bro?
I'm good. Trying to get the truth out.
Yeah, that's our that's our job as righteous individuals.
Yeah.
People got to understand that at the end of the day, that's what it's about. And if like I put in the chat room, most of the time when you tell the truth and you stand on righteousness, you lose a lot of fake friends.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they were your real friends or people who are real in your life, they will never be offended of the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Period. So
Mm-hmm. That's true. Sonny Boss Talk, I see you in the link. Come and get it. Let me see. Okay, I got you, Sonny. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, family. We're trying to get some people on. Maybe it ain't gonna be that long. Um, Poetic Cows, watch out for your link. See. We'll read some comments first. The trolls and haters get their feelings hurt when they are afraid of the truth. The truth shall set you free. You are absolutely right. Jeff George, Brother Cal, send a link out to you. Watch out for it. Every day is a learning experience, Cap. If not, you right. Tough life. That's right. Keep the fight. I will. Okay. And that's what it's all about. Let's see. Malik, if you still in the building, I want you to come on. I want you to bless this. Well, I'm trying. When I'm saying, welcome, Malik. Malik Omar, LDBC.
Yes, sir.
Welcome. Thank
Eh,
you for coming. Thank you
Yes,
for
sir.
taking out your busy time.
Absolutely, man. I had to come tonight, man. I said, man, JT, going in, man. I gotta salute you, brother. Man,
I
you got
appreciate that.
no doubt. What Sonny Boxing talk at?
Now he said he's sitting back for the night.
Okay, all right. Well, salute the sheep stay sleep. What about the sisters?
I'm trying to get the sisters on too.
Okay, Poetic Kells. I see you in the building. Come on, Poetic Kells.
I'm working on her right now. But what's your take, brother?
Well, JT, when it comes to religion, I'm a man of God. However, religion can be used, for the opium of society. That's Karl Marx. So I do read atheistic doctrine, although I am a God-fearing man, and that's real. People can use that to pimp people. You got a whole lot of pimps in the pulpit. You know what I mean? A pimp on the street is darn near lives simultaneously the same life as a preacher. And I know this sounds blasphemous, so I'm not being offensive because I am a man of God, but I gotta keep it real. All churches are not pimps. You know what I mean? You got a whole house where you got the pimp that run things. Same thing with the church. So they be
Mhm.
pimping the people. And so that's the same thing. We got a big issue. Same thing the sheep said in the chat. What the sheep say? And I'm gonna quote him. I may misquote him a little bit, but I'm saying what he kind of like said. He said that when you speaking the truth, you dig what I'm saying? You're gonna lose your friends, and that's real. You know what I mean? So religion, people say, oh, it's touchy. You don't need to talk about it. No, you need to talk about it because the church was so powerful and the way it is, and I am a God-fearing man. Jesus come right out that church and smack the mess out of what's going on in the black community. So
Mhm.
they're using a whole lot of that stuff, man. And I'm glad you bringing this occultic type of stuff going on because I don't want to point out no occult leaders and whatnot, but evidently you know who I'm talking about, man. But you got people that can go around and rape people, and people come out and defend this cat. You know what I'm saying? You got people that do some diabolical stuff. Jim Jones, believe it or not, Chief Say Sleeping JT, this cat still got followers, and he's responsible for killing not only himself but 900 followers.
Yeah,
So,
in '79 in Africa.
mm-hmm, yeah, absolutely, JT. So we gotta. I'm glad you really bringing this to surface, man. And that's why I said, man, I gotta come on for this one, man, because a lot of people come at, well, Malik, you believe in God and you always talking this, and I pray, fast, still believe in the Bible and everything. But what do you think about this? I said, well, you know what? Churches it has come a system of money sucking the public, just beating us up, man. And JT, it's so sad, man. So many people they 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 would go to church and pay their tithes while this pimp standing in $1 million home and they barely making it, JT, paying a house note. I know a elderly lady, man. I gotta pay my tithe, JT. This lady ready to get evicted, man. You know what I'm saying? And she's on a fixed income. But the pimp Reverend, I want to name the name of the church, is a mega church. This cat got a private jet. This cat got a couple kids outside his wife. You did all of this in the name of Jesus, man. So that's why, honestly, I don't frown on nobody. Because I used to be that dude, man, that used to frown on the church. And believe it or not, JT, the way I'm talking now, that's why I say I grew and I'm glad I went with my wife. I used to be an atheist. Yeah, I used to be an atheist, a stone cold atheist, man. My Bible was Communist Manifesto. I used to study dialectical materialism before I came back to God, before I met my wife. I was so angry at the church, man. You couldn't tell me nothing about that. I would tell you F the Bible and F God. That was about close to 20 years ago, man. But that's how fed up I was at, but I was deceived. So when I met my wife, she kind of like told me, everybody. She gave me kind of like, I'm conscious now on the strength of her. Like a lot of men, they can't really say that. You know what I'm saying? She made me a better man. And when I met her, she was God fearing. So she just broke it down to me in the science of it because we as a people, and I don't want to be long winded, we as a people, there's nowhere in history where our ancestors, and she could even elaborate on this, that we was atheists. We always prayed to a supreme being, whether it been the sun, because we knew without the sun, nothing can grow. We prayed to the air because without the air, we couldn't breathe. We prayed to the water because without water, we couldn't live. So we always was monotheistic or polytheistic. We always prayed. So atheism it's European in origin. But yeah, I used to be a stone cold atheist, man. I used to belong to the American Atheistic Society. So I could go in on that too because I got rid of a lot of these books, man, because it was senseless. Once I really understood who my people was and how spiritual we was, we never was about that. Then I pulled away from Karl Marx and Lenin and Engels and all of that. But I used to be an atheist. Oh yeah, yeah. Someone pass the mic on the sheet, or I'm passing the mic to you,
Okay.
brother.
All right, thanks.
Well, peace to you, bro.
Yes,
First
sir.
and foremost, and I mean, I definitely agree. A lot of these people here on YouTube, man, just like out in the world, they're just blind followers, man. They're blind followers of these people, and they're actually personality worshipers
Mm-hmm.
because they're really not. See, what people gotta understand, man, is when you speaking on spiritual texts like the Bible and things like in the Quran and stuff like that, you can't just not be a speaker of the word, but you gotta be a doer. You gotta
Yes, sir.
also be able to do the things that you speak about too. Now nobody's perfect, so we all gonna fall short. So it's
Mm-hmm.
not like you're gonna do everything that you say, or you're not gonna always do everything that you say, but you gotta try your best, man. You cannot sit here and follow a goddamn faker. Like if you're following a person, like why would you follow a person just because they're speaking words that massages your ears or massages your ego? Like you need to watch a person and watch how they respond to things, watch things that they do. You know, people got to be more into people's character because how I see it is at the end of the day, once I see you do a bunch of unrighteous shit, but you always trying to tell people how they should be living and what they should be doing, come on, man. I mean, actions speak louder than words at the end of the day. And I'm not saying this in reference to like nobody's never supposed to do nothing wrong. Cause people are gonna do things wrong. Shit, people gonna do a whole lot of shit wrong. But at the end of the day, what you cannot do is you cannot create a following or falsehood. And some people just gotta see through certain shit. And a lot of people don't. You know, a lot of people don't. And that's because they're personality worshipers at the end of the day, which also is another word or another concept of idol worship, which is a sin in the Bible. You're supposed to worship God, not man. And most people don't worship God. They worship the pastors. They worship the people who's reading the word and not the person who created the word. And that's what makes it a cult. That's what makes it a cult, because you have a bunch of people following a person. They're not following the message. They're following the person who's delivering the message. This is why they say listen to the message, not the messenger. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when you in the Bible, all of the messengers and the prophets of God, they always tell you, through God, I am able to bring you this message.
That's right.
So they're always telling you, don't listen to me. Don't do it because I said it. Do it because of the message, because this is the message that God wants you to hear. Don't do it because I said it. You know, and a lot of people are caught up on these people and the shit that they say. And that's what makes it a cult. That's what makes it a cult. And like I told JT about the rest of the parts, it's very important that we talk about this, because there are a lot of YouTube cults. And YouTube cults are real. Social media cults, they're real. You know? And you'll have people attack, you'll have trolls attack you. You will have people attacking your chat rooms and all types of stuff, because they're trying to protect their image of their cult leader. The same way how you'll have people in church or in any religious institution defending their pastor, or how you got a bunch of people in the Zulu nation defending Africa Bambaataa, who's a known pederast and a pedophile. Them people in the Zulu nation know he was molesting little boys, but you still got a bunch of people who's willing to protect him. That's a cult. That's not an organization. That is a cult. So I'm gonna fall back on that.
Okay. Welcome, Aaron Collins. We're Aaron Collins. Brother Rob will get you on. Watch out for the link. Welcome.
What's going on, brothers? What's going on? Andre the Darkness, Malik, Sheep Stay Sleep. Man,
Peace,
I'm just
Aaron.
listening to what y'all doing. Yeah, I'm just listening to what everyone's saying, and you know what? It is a cult type of following on YouTube. No, true enough.
You're breaking up. Can't hear you, bro. Can't hear you.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. I say, sure enough, there's people that it's on YouTube and whatever that like listening to. Some problems that I like more, but it's real important to me that I don't follow them as a cult. Like, there's certain pastors I like to listen to, because a lot of you know that I go to church and I'm what you would call a born again Christian too myself.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's important to me not to worship the person, because I realize that they're still a created being just like me. They're not the most high. And once you start, that's the problem with the world today and with religion. They worship the created rather than the creator. And that's where things get pretty messed up, because you're not supposed to. The Bible even says he will have no other gods before him, and it also speaks against idolatry. So that when you start worshiping the creature, you can get into some real issues. That whole issue with with Jim Jones. I think I heard someone mention it before about Jim Jones. He basically had the gift of gab. That was actually a gift that God Himself gave him, but he used it as a tool of corruption and led people to worship him. The same with David Koresh and the rest of these cult leaders that we've all known over the years. So, but the word religion itself even is cultic. Religion means to rely on. I mean, religion is man trying to reach God. When God already reached man, He comes down here to reach man. So we don't even have to put it in an effort to do them. But religion will make a fool out of you, have you doing all these rituals and all these practices and stuff, thinking that you're doing something when all that's not even necessary and called for.
Okay. Brother Rob, welcome.
Welcome, good brother. And peace to Aaron, peace to DS1, peace to the good brother Malik. You know, of course, I came in on the tail end of the bill. I had a game tonight, so that's why I'm running so late.
You won?
Oh yeah, I won.
Good.
We played.
Congratulations, brother Rob. What's up, brother?
Yeah, thank you, brother. Peace to you, family. Yeah, we played Phoenix Military Academy, and we won by 3. It could have got ugly. We just held the ball at the last couple of minutes, though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we won by 3. Anyway, it was ironic that the brother had brought up religion. It was a bill that I attempted to do. It didn't go the way that I liked the other day, and I was talking about the power and the image of God. You know, the power in the image. You know, whatever you believe. You know, whether you are a Muslim or a Christian or you're well, for the exception of agnostics and atheists. Everybody other than those 2 groups, everyone else believes in some form of a creator. And if that's the truth, if you really truly believe that there's a creator, your actions, your belief system, everything that governs your life will not be governed by man. So you should stand out a little bit. You shouldn't go. It probably won't be a big group of people that follow behind you, you know what I'm saying, or share your exact thought pattern, you know what I'm saying? So this is the way that I kind of, give a side eye to those who have a large following. So that being said, of course we talking about cults, YouTube cults. Social engineering is a real thing. DS1 was right in saying that YouTube cults are real. It's a form of social engineering. Just the other day, Brother Jabari, I still haven't downloaded it yet, and when this stream go off, I'm gonna download it. They said they have proof that the Russians tried to interfere in the elections of 2016, right? Man, those ads that was running to try to affect the election was them trying to manipulate black folks. Brother Jabari, he's a contributor on the House of Consciousness. He's the one that exposed it, and he had the evidence. Now me myself personally, again, I haven't looked at those ads, but according to what he presented and with the evidence and the facts, no matter how you feel about Sonetta or Brother Jabari for that matter, the information is what it is. But a lot of us will look past the information, and because of our opinions about Sonetta or our opinions about Brother Jabari, This is how it is dangerous for a people that's, you know, in a powerless state in the you know, with inside the larger society. How we so powerless. We sit here in a look over something major like that. I think you know, no matter what it is that we have to try to use everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything for our upliftment. And if we're not looking at it like that, it's something wrong. So I'm on a mission. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a quest, bro. I want to better myself and better everybody around me. And I feel like I can make the difference. I feel like I'm the one they waiting on. You know what I'm saying? This is our legacy, right? We do have a legacy of great leaders, charismatic leaders. And so because of that, you know, people worship, idol worship, things of this nature. They, these terms they get thrown around. Whereas some people, they really are like that. You know what I'm saying? Where others, you know what I'm saying? They might have information, but their character might come into question. And then we got those that are true blue to the cause, and they trying to do good. So we just have to use a higher degree of discernment. That's what I would say. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna fall back on that.
Okay. Anybody can chime in.
I mean, I feel like that's the key at the end of the day. You know, we gotta stop. We gotta stop looking at things with a surface of a surface thinking point of view. You know, we gotta look past what we see on the surface. You know, like they say, read the book, don't just read the damn cover. And a lot of people look at situations and make judgments based on the surface. And a lot of times that's easy. That's how most cult leaders get their followers. They attack the surface level thinkers because those are the easiest people to manipulate. People who only see things that's in their face. You know, so we really gotta start using our brains, man, and like brother Rob said, using higher levels of discernment. And one of the ways we can do that is look at a person's intentions. You know, or question them first. What is your intentions behind what you doing? What is it really for? And if you saying you're doing it for this reason, then why am I seeing your actions, you know, being shown otherwise?
That's not you.
But a lot of people,
That's not you, my daddy.
no, that's not that. But instead of us, instead of I'm talking to people. Mhm. So that's a lot of instead of people looking at it like that, they just wanna. That's why I said in the chat room, man, the truth runs away fake friends. And when you stand on righteousness, fake people, they want to ostracize you, they want to stay away from you, they'll troll you, they'll talk shit about you, and it's just because you're exposing who they are. And it's not that you're exposing them by name, you're actually exposing their character and exposing the things that they do. And when you find people that take offense to that, it's because they're either batting for or playing for that same team, or they're one of the fake people themselves. So it always shows in a person's actions. And people need to pay attention to that. So that's using higher levels of discernment is definitely something we have to do. Period.
All right. Malik, is anything you want to say?
Not well. I just wanted to just piggyback on what Sheep had to say and Brother Rob. First with Brother Rob, he was saying something. Yeah, Brother Rob, you are the chosen one for your community, brother, and they waiting on you. Take on that challenge, man. Our community, we impotent and we lacking a whole lot of brothers just like you. They go for Sheep too in his zip code. You know what I mean? Y'all brothers have a plethora of knowledge upstairs. I'm listening, man. Like, man, it's amazing. And that goes for me. And I even challenge my man, the real Aaron Collins, man. We all stay in different zip codes, man. And so, the community is definitely looking for brothers like us, and they lacking. And every time I hear Rob talk, man, it's always for the community and the children. That's why I got unconditional respect for him and Sheep, as well as you too, JT, and Aaron Collins. So, as far as us, these occult things on the social media, it's real. And I'm very familiar, Brother Rob, with Brother Jabari and his trips to Egypt, man. Sarnetta, I met him several times, man. I know him personally, but I just have some questions though, man, about this polite situation, because unfortunately, it's something that Sheep said, man. A lot of people, we jump on the ministers and a bunch of the pimps in the pulpit in the churches, man. But we have a lot of people in the conscious community that claim that Black Power and right on, good brother, but you scamming your own people, man. And it's a shame. We have a sister that was an attorney that used to be on his side. She done turned on him now. So as far as I have no issue. I have nothing wrong with somebody bringing whoever they want to on their platform. Is their platform. But I just question, Brother Rob, that move. You know what I'm saying? To bring somebody on there, and still this brother is, we have the receipts, we have the evidence, and this dude's still on a platform like Black News 102. And that's a beneficial platform. And like I told Sonny the last time, man, a whole lot of content, because I'm actually involved in a community, Brother Rob, of homeschool children. And I was telling him the same thing, man. I had no problem with, again, just for the record, I have no problem with profanity. I love it. I just don't use it. You know what I mean? I love most of everybody. My comrades around, everybody use it. I just choose not to use it. I have no problem with that. But on his platform, man, and it really don't be Sa, so I can't really jump on him. And it definitely don't be Brother Jabari, because he's immaculate with his speech. But a lot of the cats he bring on his platform, man, I be wanting to share the content with these young folks, man, but I just can't, Brother Rob. You know what I mean? Because then I had a couple sisters jump in my case, man. Brother, you don't share this to me. It's so much, blah, blah, blah. But I salute you, JT, man, on doing that, disclaimer, man. This is real grown folk talk. So I have nothing wrong with that. But if children listen, of course I do. But yeah, this is something that we need to address, though, JT. I don't want to segue off the topic. And that is occultism, hero worshiping. That thing is dangerous, because I was reading, I think the book was called To Die for the People. It was written by Huey P. Newton. And there was some dynamic things that this brother was saying in the book. And having said that, I didn't know that the brother had a PhD in psychology, and then it went the extended version, because they have a remake of that version. I didn't know Huey P. Newton that actually started the Black Panther Party. Then check this one out, JT. In his last days, he became a drug dealer, man. And oppressing people with drugs, and he wound up getting shot in the head, man. And so I bring that up to say that how close a thin line of insane and being being righteous for your people can just go blank. And a lot of his people, this goes to show what Sheep was saying, worshiping idols. I call it hero worshiping, and getting and falling in love with the person and the identity. Once he fell, a lot of them brothers fell. They became, my father was one. They became, hooked on drugs, or alcoholics, and a lot of them actually committed suicide. So that's definitely something that we need to address. We need to talk about this over and over again. So, you know what I mean? So having said that, I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to the real Aaron Collins.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. These are some really good talking points. And yeah, like I said earlier, that And like Sheep just said too, as well as Brother Malik, you all are right, and can't stress this enough. That there's nothing wrong with having people who you just like and people who you just look up to. We're not saying that, but it does become a problem when that person becomes your world, becomes your everything, that they can do no wrong. That right there, that can become very disastrous because this person is still a human being. They're prone to the flaws of humanity, and when they let you down, that's just what that is. And like I think Malik just said, that some people, when they find that their heroes let them down, they wind up committing suicide. And that right there, that's a sickness. There's something. It's not right. It's not nothing right at all about that. No, there's something mentally missing when stuff like that happens. So we have to learn to deal with things in order, and get our priorities straight, and deal with things the way that they're supposed to be dealt with. Not, I'm not saying that if you have like certain celebrities people look up to, I'm not saying stop listening to or watching your celebrities. No, don't do that, because there's some people who I like to listen to, but I know how far to go with it. I know how far to take it. I realize that this person, the truth to be told, who knows? I may never meet this person. This person may never meet me. We don't know this person, and this person is still a human being. This person has to squat over a toilet and relieve themselves just like you do. So, and I just want to, let that be clear. But in anything you do, just be wise. Use wisdom and knowledge. Other than that, we should all be all right. That's all I wanted to say. I'm gonna fall back.
Okay. All right. Welcome, Party Cows, Queen.
How you doing,
What's up,
Jay?
what's up, Queen Kales?
Hi, Malik. How you doing?
Hey, what's up, Queen? It's good to be on the panel with you. Salute. We need that balance. So thanks for coming on. God bless you, Queen.
God bless you too. Hi, Bro Rob. Hi, Sheep. And the real Aaron. How you guys doing?
Man, we all good tonight, man, and it's lovely to have you on. My fault for cutting you off, but I had to say hi.
Oh, okay.
Glad to see you, beautiful Kales.
It's good to see you, the real Aaron. I wanted to I wanted to kind of put out there that first, although I do believe in the Most High, I have been struggling with religion really, really bad. And this comes from it being shoved in my face as I was growing up through family members, forcing me to go to church, or if I had a problem, I was always getting quoted a scripture. But then as I got grown and faced some trying times in my life, I'm saying people that were forcing me to go to church and quoting the scriptures turned on me, left me out in the rain. So for a minute, I did lose hope and didn't believe. So at this point, I'm really, really trying to find my way in this whole religion thing. I do believe in the Most High, but I don't know where I stand at. My family is Christians, but I don't know if I'm a Christian. You know what I'm saying? So in that aspect, I don't really follow anybody else. When I was like a couple of years ago, my brother had referred me to a church that he was so dedicated to, that I started going to. Then he turned around and stopped going. Then I asked him, I said, you were so dedicated to this church, you participated in everything, what happened? And he was like saying, well, I don't feel like the preacher, the pastor, who was a good friend of his, was teaching the whole Bible. And I was like, okay. But as time went on, I decided one time to stay late because I think he was prophesizing. And then when he came to me, I felt like he read me wrong. You know, he seen me doing something totally different from what I wanted to do. Like, for example, he told me, I see you as a social worker and your finances will be good. And I guess that's not what I wanted to hear at that time, because that wasn't my problem. So at this point, I do feel like I need, spiritual healing, but I just don't know where to go to for it. I know that I'm supposed to, maybe, read the Bible, show myself approved, but you hear so many things about how the Bible is not right. It was handwritten, man-made, or testaments has been switched. So I'm lost and I don't know where to turn to. And I just don't want to turn to anywhere. So maybe my brothers can help me out.
Let me see if I could try to take a stab at this one, Quails, and believe me, I know exactly how you feel. I know where you're going with this. Um, Best thing I could say is just get into your Bible, read it, and pray and ask the Lord, and ask and be upfront with him. And you don't even have to be all you repeat yourself and use all the spiritual phrases. I mean, sometimes I just go to God, like talk to him like I would be talking to someone on the street, like, Lord, I need your help. I mean, just be real with him like that. I mean, say, show me something, and the Lord's got his ways of answering us. He may show you in a circumstance. He may have a person tell you. I don't know, but just go before him and ask him, because what you're saying, you have some legitimate concerns. Believe me, I get you. I totally get you. So, yeah, by all means, do that. And even if you have to talk to a minister or someone, talk to them. And I'll definitely keep you in my prayers as well. So I hope that answers your question. I tried.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I also know that, faith without walk means nothing.
True. So yeah.
So I just want to be guided to
Indeed.
down the right path.
Right.
Or
For
forgive
sure.
going down the wrong path.
For sure. Yeah. And personally, I think you're on the right track. But yeah, but definitely, see, a lot of people didn't say this before. I heard people say that. Well, see, yeah, God, you can't ask him questions. That's not true. God wants us to question him. He
That's
wants
right.
us to challenge him. He wants you to
Amen.
challenge him on his word.
Yeah.
So
Amen.
by all means, yeah, ask God questions. He wants you to challenge him.
Okay. But Kels, I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
How do you feel about the title tonight? And have you seen that in the past?
Yes, I have seen that in the past, but I'm good at making my own discernment. So I don't follow any cult leaders or anybody that is a cult leader. One thing that I have learned that my aunt used to always rub in my face is to worship no man. But so maybe that's one of the advice that I had took from her.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really good at making my own discernments, and if something doesn't sound right, it's not right.
Okay, I appreciate that because I always want to hear from the queen perspective, because I know you're not the only queen feel that way. Stuff like that, but
And it's unfortunate, and when I see the title, cult leaders and followers, it's unfortunate that that does happen, because then you have people like me who is really, really looking to find my way.
mm-hmm.
That's
Right.
what you're saying. And me, just like anybody else who's in my shoes, I don't want to be manipulated or sidetracked.
Mm-hmm. Facts. That's cool. Yeah. Go.
I applaud your transparency. I mean, it's kind of hard to be as blunt honest as you just were. And I'll say this. I'll say that especially when you on the path, you know, you got to choose the path that you already know is right. You know what I'm saying? You already know what's right. My advice is that you put your mind on the things that you want to happen. You know, the things in your life that you think will bring you to a higher level. Sometimes it's a little difficult to have this conversation like over YouTube, you know what I mean? But uh, a lot of us, we put our minds on the things that are holding us back. And so because of that, that's what you give your energy to. You see? That's what live. That's what's real. The problem, you know? So once you transfer your thought pattern to, all right, now I'm about to determine and dictate what's about to happen in my life next. I'm the captain of my own ship. You know what I'm saying? Once you start thinking like that, man, it the I mean that's where that's when you tap into, you know, that power. You know what I'm saying? The final thing I say is you know, and this is what produces powerful people, right? What you thinking, what you saying, and what you doing. When you get all three of those in line, sister, oh man, you become Oshun. Oshun is OSHUN. One more time. OSHUN. Oshun, it comes out of Yoruba, out of the Yoruba type of thinking. This is in Western Africa. You know what I'm saying? And she was a deity. And I would say, look into your story. You know what I'm saying? It's man, Oshun and Ogun. You know, because it's not a king without a queen. You know what I mean? And vice versa. It ain't a queen without a king. It ain't a king without a queen. And Ogun and Oshun, they go together. Look into her story. One more time for everybody in the chat room. OSHUN. All right,
I heard the name before, but for some reason I was under the impression that was Oshun was a Catholic thing. Am I wrong on that? I think I may have heard that from somewhere.
Yeah, sister. Yeah, I guarantee you, right? I mean, man, look, you could type it into Google right now, right? Oshun. Man, the more I look at our story, right, it's so powerful that if you look into it, man, you will see what I'm saying. I try not to tell people what to believe. You know what I'm saying? Because belief it's a powerful thing. You know what I mean? A belief should lead you to knowing. That's my, you know, it should lead you to knowing that you safe, knowing that you secure. You know, it's a reason why our ancestors put it over all of the temples. Know thyself. You know, it's a reason. You know, they was talking to us. That's why they kept writing. You know what I'm saying? They was talking to us. And I mean, the more we get in tune with our story, man, bro, I'm telling you, I feel like our story's so powerful. That's why other people tried to put their name on it. I mean, that's just me, you know what I'm saying? But I'll fall back. I know I talk too much.
No. Wealth information, that's what we need.
Yeah. But the story of Oshun is a powerful, powerful story. Please look into it, sister. I can't wait to do my little dedication I got to the sisters. Oh man, I'm about to simp it up. You know what I'm saying?
Stop playing, bro. You ain't something. Stop playing.
Right. Oh no. Go ahead.
I know you messing with somebody, yo. You ain't simple, man. Nah, but anybody else that wants to say something before they make their last marks?
Uh, yeah. Hey JT, I just wanted to just say to the sister, definitely I gotta piggyback on and big up Brother Rob for what he just said, because I'm one too, like you, Brother Rob. I don't really like to tell people what to believe, but sister, seeking you should find, knocking the door should open, asking it should be given. You know what I mean? I've been around, when I was an atheist, sister, I was angry. You know what I mean? People was telling me in the church this, they were telling me that. Then I tried Islam. Then I tried some spirituality, yeah, and I found my way back onto the Bible. You know what I mean? Amen. Hallelujah. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta, kind of side with Aaron Collins on that. But all I can say is just pray, and ask God for discernment, and seek. I hope in your seeking that you don't deviate to a path that's dark, you know what I'm saying, and that you can't get out of, because unfortunately, the Church of Satan right now is 60% black folks. And what they believe in is if you don't sin, that's a sin. They selfish. They do anything that the Bible says. They be angry people, just mean spirited. And I kind of was headed that way when I was an atheist. Because I used to be, once again, I used to be a part of the 20 years ago before I met my wife, who's a born again Christian. I used to be a part of the American Atheist Society, and that was all white. It was literally white. So what I had to do some soul searching. And when I did and actually studied my history, the African-centered perspective, that was unheard of, atheism. We always were spiritual people. Like I was saying before, we made our prayer to the water, because without the water, nothing wouldn't grow. We prayed to the sun, autonomism, because without the sun, things didn't grow. We definitely prayed to the air, because without the air, we died. So you know what I mean? We always was God-fearing people, and and I'm gonna keep you in my prayers too, as well as Aaron. You know what I'm saying? Like he said. You know what I'm saying? But also, sister, although I'm a Christian, I want to tell JT about a cat by the name of Marshall Applewhite. JT, he was the head of Heaven's Gate Society, and they believed it was a Christian sect, but they believed that the UFO religion, the UFOs would come down here and take over and change the world and whatnot. But this cat was so, he was so hero worship that he convinced JT, because not only was he a pedophile, but he was a homosexual. So he said to cure that he and craving that he had for him, he went down to Mexico and took 6 of his followers, and he castrated himself. You know what I'm saying? And so he got all the guys had section. They got their penis taken off. Just go and look up Heaven's Gate, man, and occult and all this hero worshiping, man. That stuff is dangerous, JT. So I'm glad that you're talking about it. I'm glad that we all got questions and we coming from different standpoints and we learning from each other. That's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? So in saying that, I want to just go ahead and pass the mic to She Stay Sleep.
Okay. She Stay Sleep.
Well, my last remarks is my thing is this, man. I don't really tell people what to think or how to think. I advise all the sheep to stay asleep, because at the end of the day, some people just want to be followers of other people. They want to worship other people, and they, like somebody was saying in the chat room, a lot of people need to feel accepted. So I understand how the masses of the people think. So at the end of the day, to each his own. Like the Bible say, speak to the people who wants to hear. And the people who wants to hear, they want to hear the truth. But you have some people who want to hear things that attracts their itchy ears. You know, some people like to hear things that's just going to basically co-sign with their own nonsense, you know, and you can't just you know, like they say, faith without works is dead. So you can't just believe, you also have to do, you also have to show and prove. And a lot of people, you know, they want to follow people who just don't do that. So I just wish them people the best. But at the end of the day, our job as being messengers is we have to put it out there, and we have to let the people know, because a lot of people may not understand what's going on. So those people who want to hear this and who's listening to this tonight, it was meant for them to listen to it, you know. And shout out to everybody who tuned in, and you know, that's what it's going to be. So that's my take. Peace.
Hey, sorry, stay right there. Mom is the one. Welcome. The real Aaron Collins. Last remarks, please.
Yeah, it's good to have conversations like this. You know, sometimes we can get so much into talk about the white supremacy and all that other stuff. We forget to talk about spiritual things. But it's good to branch out and talk about other things. And I'm glad that we can talk about this. And I like to see more sisters come on the panels too. I'm glad that Poetic Kells is here among us, because I like being on panels where sisters can feel welcome as well. And I believe it's not enough of that, particularly in Black YouTube. I mean, I'm just gonna put it out there. But Underrated Darkness, I got a lot of love and respect for you, bro, because you talk about so many other things, and I just have yet to be on your hip hop talks as well. But this was a good conversation tonight, and I really enjoyed it.
That might be coming soon, brother. Tell the truth. That might be coming. I had other people that told me that they wanna. It might be that other hip hop. I probably changed that to part 1. It might be part 2. Never know.
All right, yeah, because I know you. I know you like to talk about old school hip hop. I got a little knowledge on it. It's not as vast as some other people's, but I got a little knowledge.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna put my thinky think on it. You never know.
All right.
Cool. Okay. Educated himself in our community, Brother Rob. Last remarks, please.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you having me tonight. And you know what I'm saying, man, of course, I always love the discussions that we have. So I appreciate everybody for letting me run my mouth. Be looking out. I am gonna be doing a little series on thinking. You know what I'm saying? Sheep stay sleepy. He had brung it up. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I try not to tell people what to think. I try to show you how to think. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Not what to think. You know. So with that being said, I'm gonna do a little series, and I love for everybody to check it out. All right, later.
All right. Cool. All right. LDBC, my brother Malik Omar. Did you make your last remarks?
I guess you can call it last. Oh, well, all right. I guess I'll make this my last remark, JT. You know, I just want everybody to start, you know, learning and being a better person. You know what I'm saying? And we got to start treating each other with a whole lot of dignity and respect, man. You know what I mean? Especially if you look like me, because everybody else is doing it. And I found it just to be weird. I have to keep saying this, JT, and I say it everywhere I go, good brother. Everybody's getting along, everybody getting money, and they supporting each other, and they loving each other, all other nationalities. But when it comes to us, a lot of people call it racism when we talk about that. You know what I'm saying? But we got to debunk that and keep loving one another, keep praying for one another, and learning from my mistake. And my motto is, you know, when I lay down at nighttime, I forgive anything that I did wrong to somebody or somebody trespassed against me. I try to forgive them because I want to go to bed with good spirited. And each and every day, this is what I try to do. And I suggest, not telling nobody, but I suggest that the man and the woman try to be a better person the next day. And that's my last comment. And salute to you, JT. Keep bringing these topics, man. You know, you're a godsend to the community, man. Like I said, everybody has their niche when it comes to the community. This your niche. You know what I'm saying? The YouTube thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has that niche. That's why it's irrelevant. I want to get a sister channel. I'm trying to get up with Sonny, but it's difficult for me to take the time. Like, I'm at home now, so it's cool for me to get on your channel, but that's time consuming. So I just wanted to also shout out to Sheep Stay Sleep channel, also TV. If y'all ain't subscribed,
Yeah,
subscribe, because hey, Sheep, man, I've been listening to them videos. Don't get it twisted. Salute, brother Rob. I'm waiting for the series too, man. I support both of y'all channels as well as JT's. That's why it's kind of difficult for me to get mine. There's too many channels out here. I really support y'all brothers. I'm doing a whole lot in the communities already, but I really support y'all brothers because doing these videos, JT, a lot of people tell them, and I'm gonna leave with this, man. That's time consuming. Tell them, JT, and I'm gonna pass the mic.
I appreciate that. I just try to do my best. Before you make your last remark, Kels, I want to say this to you, that sometimes people always trying to stumble you to learn the truth. And you're older now. Don't let it happen. Let it manifest. Let the righteous manifest. And of your own time, you will get it. Just trust yourself. Let it find you. And your last remarks, please.
I appreciate that, JT. Thank you. My last remark is that what I learned is, you know, do my own research to show myself approved. You know, I don't know about anybody else, but my life depends on the decisions that I make. And at this time is a terrible thing to waste. Terrible thing to waste. So I appreciate everyone's words to me. I appreciate you, bro Rob. I appreciate you, Malik, Sheep, the real Aaron, and I definitely appreciate you, JT.
I appreciate the compliments. Well, I'm gonna make it nice and short tonight. I said things tonight that I know I offend some people, but it's all about love. And I want us to understand that when I developed the series, it's not just for my backing. It's not just for me. I'm trying to prove a point. I'm bringing out the points because parts 1 through 5, I was a part of something that was not good, but I did a good deed. But I also see for what it is. Good thing I did have the fortitude, the knowledge, and the mindset to get out of it. And I always say this, there is a pattern. Just remember that there's a pattern. And when you know the pattern, what's going on, you will figure it out. You will make that sound decision to turn away. Because when you be part of this cult, it slows down your growth. Let me say it again. When you be part of this cult mindset, this cult leader, this cult family, trust and believe it's going to slow down your growth of strive to be better. No more ammunition to these cult leaders. I hope I don't do part 6. I hope it stays a part 5. I really do. So all I can say this, thanks. She Stay Sleep. Thanks for the Reverend Collins. Thanks, good brother Rob, the educator in our community, LDBC, as all day, the legendary Malik Omar, and myself. I'm just giving your family the truth. That's it. That's all I'm doing. So better luck next time. Be careful out there. On this note, Ghost.